Hi, I'm Sheila Tyson, City Council of Birmingham for District 6. We brought Blair Bowie from the Campaign Legal Center to explain to us about convicted felons' voters' rights.
My name is Blair Bowie and I'm with Campaign Legal Center, and today we're talking about voting rights for people with convictions. So the big thing to know is that the state passed a new law that went into effect over the summer that gives the right to vote back to probably tens of thousands of people in the state. Now, a lot of people with convictions think that as a result of their conviction that they can't vote, and that's not always the case. Under the new law, there's a set of about 50 convictions that will take away people's right to vote. And if your conviction is not on this list, you never lost the right to vote. Even if the state told you before this summer that you could not vote, if your conviction is not on this list, you have the right to vote. So some common things that aren't on this list, meaning that folks with these convictions would have the right to vote: there's no drug crimes except trafficking. So no possession, no intent to distribute. Another really common one is unlawful possession of firearms is not on here. And a lot of third-degree crimes are not on here. So for example, burglary third is not on here. Again, any conviction that is not on this list does not take away your right to vote, and you can vote, you can register right now. Now, for folks that do have a conviction on this list, that's not the end of the road. There is likely a way for you to restore your rights through a pretty simple process. So for folks that do have one of these convictions, if you meet this set of criteria, you can still apply to the state to restore your right to vote through what's called a certificate of eligibility to register to vote. So if your conviction is on this list but is not one of these right here: impeachment, murder, rape, sodomy, sexual abuse, sexual crimes against children, or treason, if you don't have any felony charges pending, if you don't have any outstanding fines and fees that are associated with your disqualifying conviction, not with other ones, but with your disqualifying conviction, and if your sentence is complete, including probation and parole, that means that you can apply to get this certificate of eligibility to register to vote. It's a really easy process. You can fill out a form online, or you can just call the Board of Pardons and Paroles or email them and tell them that you want this certificate of eligibility to register to vote, and they have to give it to you within 44 days if you meet these criteria. Now, for folks that don't meet that criteria, say because you actually do owe fines and fees associated with your disqualifying felony, then you're gonna have to pay those off before you can restore your right to vote. But there is a way that you can ask the state to remit some of those fines and fees, and you can learn more about that on our website. Finally, for folks that don't meet these criteria because your conviction falls within this subset, the way to get your voting rights back is to ask for a pardon. And you do that again by contacting the Board of Pardons and Paroles to start that process. And all of this information is online at bit.ly/restorethevote. That will help anyone who's not sure what they can do to restore their rights to vote, or if they even lost them in the first place, figure out if you lost your rights, and if you did, how you can restore your rights to vote. So again, that's bit.ly/restorethevote in all lowercase. We encourage everyone with a conviction to check the list of disqualifying convictions. If your conviction is not on there, then you have the right to vote right now. And for folks with disqualifying convictions, see if you're eligible to restore your right to vote.